White belts. Do you feel like your guard's getting smashed, getting passed over and over and over? Maybe you've learned a couple techniques, a couple different types of guards, and still none of it's working for you. Don't worry, I've got some answers for you. Logan Nash here with Legion Jiu-Jitsu. I'm here today to talk to you guys about a couple of things that get sometimes lost in the sauce, so to speak. Some fundamentals and some core concepts that, in my opinion, every white belt needs to know. So, we're going to talk to you today about points of contact and angles from guard. We're going to be talking about top and bottom. Let me know if you guys have anything to share in the comments. Please, if you can, like and share. That'd be awesome. Again, my name is Logan Nash. I hope you enjoy this video.
What's up, everybody? Logan Nash here, joined with Katie Dunn, Legion Jiu-Jitsu, Hendersonville. We're here today to talk to you about some kind of hidden details in guard that I really think goes a long way that a lot of white belts and blue belts miss. Oftentimes we get so focused on the techniques and the moves, the sweeps and the submissions, things like that, that we oftentimes lose track of the main concepts of what we're trying to do with any sweep or attack. So I'm here today to really just talk about angles and points of contact. One of the things, two of the things that I think are just like some of the most important concepts in fighting in general. So whether we're on the ground in a guard, open guard scenario here, or whether we're on the feet, whatever the case is, we're constantly fighting for first proper angle. Right now, me and my partner are completely square. This means it's pretty neutral. If my partner were to start to walk around me, I'm still facing this way while my partner is to my 10 o'clock. She's facing right at me, right in front of her. This is bad for me. This is good for her. Let's go back. If she's in my guard and I start to find a way, whether it's with an arm drag or an off balance, to start turning her, now she's facing this way. I'm at her 2 o'clock. She's right in front of me at my 12 o'clock. This is good for me. This is bad for her. I now have the ability to start coming up, taking the back, or when she starts driving back into me, I have multiple sweep options the other direction. This was caused just by a basic misdirection. If we're on the feet, boxing, fighting, kickboxing, whatever, we're here, we're right in front of each other, this is a fair fight. The moment I start to angle out, I'm now in the advantage while my partner has a disadvantage. If I'm still here, my partner works to my angle, now she's to my side, I'm at a disadvantage, she's at the advantage. So I'm just hoping you're seeing what's really one of the most important things here when we're fighting, especially if we're on the ground. Whether we're talking about guard passing, not gonna pass the guard from right in front of my partner here. Okay, let's line up with the camera here, Kitty. So if I'm right here, I'm very far away from passing the guard. I see oftentimes we just try to throw the legs away and then try to like crumble down the side. This is not gonna work. It's all about cutting this corner as tight as possible. I can't come way around like this, never in a million years. But I can't just a lot of times come straight over the top. It's all about cutting this angle as tight as possible, almost like you're rounding a base in baseball. Same if we're on the feet. Stand up for me. If we're boxing and I slip a punch, I don't want to slip way out here and try to come around. She's already reset. My goal is, hold your left hand right out here. My goal is to slip this punch in tight, come around the angle there. So let's come back to guard. So my goal is guard passing. My goal is to get a tight angle. As tight as possible, but enough to create enough angle to come around my partner. So that's what we're looking at in terms of guard passing. If we're looking at it from vice versa on the ground, let's switch over, Katie, come on top. Again, whether it's open guard here, I need to do something to start getting an angle on my partner. A lot of the times people like to start playing, whether it's de la Hiva. Now I have a little bit better of an angle. My partner's facing this way, I'm squared up. Whatever it may be, that's your main goal. Get the angle on your training partner, whatever sweep, whatever guard you like to play, whatever guard pass you like to do. The second thing I really think we need to talk about is points of contact. So right now, if my feet are on my training partner's hips and their hands are grabbing my legs, my training partner has 2 points of contact. I have 2 points of contact as well. This is relatively even, but it's not great I'm very far away from attacking, and there's no real sweeps I can do with just this unless my training partner just falls back like that. So I need either, whether it be grabbing the ankles for double ankle sweep. Now I have 4 points of contact to my training partner's 2. This becomes a better battle for me. That's really basic. At a more advanced level, let's talk about, I'm looking to get spider guard. I now have 4 points of contact to my training partner's 2. And now I'm really starting to have the advantage. My training partner breaks a grip off. Now I have less of an advantage. If my grip comes off, now it's, again, getting worse and worse. So my main point here is that we're constantly fighting for 2 things, regardless of what kind of game you like to play. Angles and points of contact. Again, maybe you like to play spider guard, you're getting these points of contact. Maybe you like to play deli hiva, and you're getting more points of contact. Whatever it is, your main goal, if you notice now, my training partner, if she puts her hand on my knee, like she's got 1 point of contact, but if I keep this controlled, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of contact to her 1. This is very good for me. So, again, I hope these small things are helpful and can go a long way for your game. These are just concepts to help you improve. Techniques, so important, so important. White belts, blue belts need to focus a lot on concepts though. Concepts and applying those concepts to all the techniques. I think that's a big way to improve really fast in jiu-jitsu. So again, I hope this was a useful video for you. If you have the opportunity, come train with us in the Hendersonville, Nashville, Murfreesboro gyms, Legion Jiu-Jitsu. I appreciate you joining us today. Katie Dunn, Logan Nash, thanks for watching. Posts.